Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Procurement in the Park. I'm Christian Schuh, and in this video I'm going to talk about how Taiwan's big companies can diversify their customer base in the face of the global supply chain crisis and geopolitical tensions. As you may know, Taiwan is the capital of the global semiconductor manufacturing industry, with companies like TSMC commanding a large share of the market. This beautiful island is also home of several major contract manufacturers, such as Foxconn, the world's largest. But while on the face of it, Taiwan commands an enviable position in the global supply chain, things can change, and they are already beginning to change. With the global supply chain crisis still raging and geopolitical tensions surrounding Taiwan worsening, business leaders have come to realize how vulnerable they are to global events outside their control. As a result, many US and European companies are now looking to diversify their supply of goods and services away from Taiwan. So what should Taiwan's suppliers do? What types of customers should they focus on? I spend much of my time advising companies that buy goods and services to build deeper relationships with their most important suppliers. But in this video, I want to answer this question. In my view, Taiwan's big suppliers should do as their customer companies are doing and diversify. And they shouldn't wait to start. That's because their core customer base, comprising the big tech companies, is shrinking. Last month alone, Meta, the owner of Facebook, announced plans to fire 11,000 employees. That's 13% of the workforce. Meanwhile, Elon Musk's Twitter has fired half its staff. Almost certainly, these workforce reductions indicate a slowdown in big tech's demand for Taiwan's semiconductors and other supplies. So how should Taiwanese suppliers diversify? Well, they should begin by expanding their customer base beyond the big tech companies. One sector that offers great opportunities is the automotive industry. Many major car makers were left floundering during the global pandemic when they were unable to secure a steady supply of semiconductors. Their problem was that they did not have any direct relationships with the critical companies in the semiconductor supply chain. C.C. Wei, TSMC's chief executive, recently recounted how prior to the crisis, he never received a single call from an automotive executive. Not a single one. But nowadays they are so desperate that they try to, as he says, behave like my best friend. Is it any wonder, he asked, that they struggle to win support from the semiconductor suppliers? As I explain in my new book, Profit from the Source, which is published by Harvard Business Review Press, the car makers would do well to listen to Dr. Wei and start building some enduring relationships with Taiwanese suppliers. But I think Taiwan's companies shouldn't wait to be asked. They should reach out to the car makers. They should be ready to make the first move. This is because they have much to offer and much to gain by a close relationship with the big motor companies. As suppliers of sought-after capabilities in terms of designing and making electronics, Taiwan's companies are, of course, in a strong bargaining position. But they have an additional strength, which I think they often overlook or undervalue. They know what good looks like in procurement. After years of working with the likes of Apple, Dell, and other big tech companies, who recognize the critical role suppliers play in their own success, The Taiwanese suppliers know that they can do more than simply supply critical components. They can help the automakers win control of the tech stack, which will become ever more important with the growth of electric and self-driving cars that offer digital mobile services. More broadly, they can help automakers create vehicles and associated mobile services that are lower cost, higher quality, more innovative, more sustainable, faster to market, and more resilient. Teaching the automakers how they could better leverage their relationships with suppliers would be a significant service. And there is a big prize waiting for the suppliers that can do this. The revenues of the big tech industry total $1.4 trillion. And that's an industry Taiwanese suppliers have pretty much penetrated. By contrast, the revenues of the car makers total $2.4 trillion. So almost twice as much in an industry that is largely untapped by Taiwanese suppliers. That surely is a prize worth going after. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Bye.